What's happening? What's happening? Surprise live. Wasn't scheduled, man, but again, I've been off YouTube for a little bit and been doing a little research, man. We're gonna talk about some watches today, man. So today's watch, or the watch of this evening, is actually the watch on the thumbnail. It's my Longines Hydro Conquest dive watch. And we're gonna talk a little bit about the perfect watch, if you will. Don't know how this episode's gonna go, man, but pretty sure there's gonna be some spicy stuff that happens possibly. Now I will say this. When you catch this on a replay, go ahead and leave down in a comment what do you consider to be the perfect watch? What is or your favorite watch, what have you? I want to cover a topic. Um, there's a question that pops up every once in a while, and this question is: if you had to delete or get rid of a number of watches in your collection, what watches would that be, and what would you keep? What's non-negotiable, right? And I actually had that situation most recently. Just had this situation most recently. Um, I came off of a number of pieces that I have showcased here from my PRX chronograph. Um, Now, a friend of mine, he hasn't picked it up yet, but this Tissot was supposed to be leaving the collection, right? The other one, the chronograph, is gone, but this one was supposed to leave. And I was actually holding that for somebody, but they haven't taken ownership of that watch just yet. But I want to cover some watches that I feel that I'm telling you right now were non-negotiables because um, they were asked about, and this is one of them. This is why I posted it. This is one of the watches. I really like this timepiece, the Longines, and I'm gonna cover some stuff that I was listening to, and in on I guess in the realm of YouTube, there are a number of watches that will be considered to be perfect or like hype watches. Let's say hype watches. I'm gonna just use that term, hype watches. I looked this up earlier, man. So I have my computer right here. So I type in hype watches in the box, and the first watch that came up for me may be different for you, just depending on where the algorithm takes you. Tudor was the first one to pop up. Time and Tide. And they have the two color it's called Tudor Color Hype, and then another one is another Tudor, and the other one is another Tudor, and the other one is an AP. I'm surprised that another AP and the Patek, and then the Rolex. That's all I was waiting on. I knew the Rolex was gonna pop up in there somewhere. Rolex, and then Glasuit Original, Go. Then of course the Omega. Oh, who we got in here, man? Corey, Luciano, who was that? Toe Raider, GJC's in the building. Thank you guys for being here. But yeah, so and then also too, I'm gonna share something with you guys towards the end because I'm gonna be having a giveaway. I'm getting back into YouTube, getting back to the swing of things. So I'm gonna have a giveaway. We're at 4,100 subscribers. I lost a few. That goes with the territory. Comes with the territory. But yeah, at the 5,000 mark, I'm going to have. I actually have a watch here that was sent in for that very thing. And I also have something for. Let's talk about this, man. Let's get back into the whole perfect watch thing. Now, this is what I do know. Saying that I have a number of watches that I refuse to get rid of. And when faced with that situation, I did sell a number of watches to help, this case with my son and stuff like that. So there were ones that just like, all right, I don't care. Let's get it. Delonius, man, thank you. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much for that super chat. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. So there were watches that were asked about. I got a flood of emails. I got a flood of text messages, those that have my number. Instagram, and we were talking watches, and I'll tell you what watch is that non-negotiable. Um, this was one of the watches that was asked about in my Khaki King. Now, here's the deal about this watch. It's not that it's so special. It has like some type of um, movement that'll just blow you away. This is definitely a tool watch. But this is the watch that I had on. I actually was sleeping in this watch when I got the news about my son. So, because I remember looking down at the watch, because this watch is actually dead on with the atomic time, that official government time. This watch is dead on. I think it's off by like 39 seconds or something like that from that, but it's dead on. So, um, I had this watch on and I wore it for like maybe 5 days after that. Never took the watch off, you know. So this is a non-negotiable. Though people were asked, but like my other Hamiltons, they left. I had some other ones that you guys didn't even know I had because they were gifts and they were like they were special. The other Hamilton that I just couldn't part with, I just couldn't do it. It was this one right here. This one right here is and it's a big boy, pretty thick, really nice timepiece, man. I got this from Trifecta. Oh, speaking of which, I did. If you look on there on the paid promotions thing, I put the paid promotions up for one reason. Is because some of the watches I'm going to be showing in here tonight, I was either given a severe discount on it, and I feel that if I'm going to talk about it, even though I know I did it before, I'd rather be careful with YouTube because, man, you never know who's out to get you, man. People be like people will report you and all this other stuff, man. They're like, hey man, he did this, or they don't want so much report you, but they'll use your channel or a video you did, like, hey, he was giving that watch. He didn't put the paid promotions because people pay attention to everything. People pay attention to so much, man. It's like you have to be careful out here. And I'm such a small YouTuber, man. It's like I've already had my channel. Two people, man, reported me for something I said, man. I was like, and not recently, but before, man, a racial slur that I used, and I didn't know it was a racial slur, or it was just common talk, but they reported my page, bro. I was like, wow, bro. I said, man, this is crazy. And especially what you see on social media, man, from your like just in the realm of politics, man. What's being said out there? Sheesh. And man, I guess. But anyway, let's get back to the watches. So I got to be careful, man. Good evening, everybody. Good evening that just came in. Oscar, Ramon, appreciate you guys being here. Every Black Bay is a hype watch. I'm a Rolex guy and I have a few, but I'm kind of eyeballing the Invicta Punisher edition. Love Punisher, Judge, Jury, and Executioner. Yeah. I got a Punisher watch in here somewhere, man. That's crazy. Hold up. I know I had one, bro. I got a Punisher watch right here. This sucker, man. I remember when I went crazy over this, man. Man, okay, since you said that, I'm gonna put a pause on everything else. I'll get back into some other watches, but I do want to talk about Invicta real quick. Invicta, and man, so I've been getting your comments, y'all. For some of you guys, been leaving comments about Invicta and Shop HQ and what did they go to? JTV. Hey, it's over. It's over. It's over. It's over, man. Right now, Shop HQ has gone to a digital format where they still have shows like online. You can see stuff being showcased and whatnot. I went on there today. There's a whole bar down there where you can shop through YouTube and everything else. You know what I'm saying? They're all social media, right? All social media. So that Jay-Z and RJ thing that they had back in the day, that's over with, and coming back to it. And as far as Invicta's concerned, man, it's just like the only life that you're gonna have, or I guess connections to people is Facebook. You know, you're Invicta 757, you're Invicta Holics, you're Flossing, even though Flossing is not an Invicta page, so to speak, but you got a lot of Invicta collectors there. I knock, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's so many Invicta channels on Facebook, and that's the only time you're gonna get some type of love. Oh man, the battery dead on this one. Got to change the battery on this one. This is a limited piece right here, but that's actual art from Brito, right? Popular artist, and this makes this a collector's edition, but it's still an Invicta, so that's going to raise some eyeballs or some eyebrows with Invicta collectors, not so much the rest of it. But let me say this: Invicta is actually still a popular brand, still highly sought after, right? And YouTube can say like the big numbers. If you got 25,000 to 1 million subscribers and you say Invicta's dead, Invicta's this, that, and the other, I can tell you that's false. That's bullcrap, because Invicta is still alive and well in communities. People are still going on invictastores.com and buying. And I said this on the last live. Invicta is a brand that I see more Invicta than anything else, more than Omega out in the street. I see Rolex though. I do see Rolex. I live in an area where there are a number of Rolex Datejust. You'll see those. You'll see the Submariners and stuff like that. Like my Rolex Submariner right here that I got. I'm lying. That's it. That's it. That's a Pro Diver. You see, I had it way back. I just want to do that. Oh man, let me look at the chat real quick. Evening, everybody. Oh man. I had to do it, y'all. So the perfect watch, let's get back into it. The perfect watch, man. I am having fun with actually getting back into what I love, and that's just watch collecting and talking with you guys. I had a conversation last night with a collector, and we had a very extensive chat. If you look on my thumbnail, you'll see this watch right here, the Hydro Conquest. Plus, you'll see like money just floating around the watch. And what I meant by that is symbolizing that the perfect or the near perfect watch is actually, according to YouTube, is more expensive. I asked Chat GPT what is the best hype watch to get, and the first thing it said was Rolex. It said luxury, but they said your Rolex, Datejust and stuff like that, and then it went to Omega, and then it went to AP, and those are really nice watches, man. But like realistically, I know some people that lost their jobs. I know some people that got reduced in their pay. I know people that's going through, and they were going through before the presidency changed. They were going through from last year. So trying to afford a watch that's over $500, man, is not a thing for people, and you have to know what can you get, what's the perfect watch for you. And honestly, I feel that you can get it confused. You can really miss out on a watch that you will absolutely love just by chasing what YouTube is saying is the perfect watch or the best watch or the watch that you should have in your collection. Case in point, the Omega Moon watch, great looking watch. I've tried it on. I've never owned one, but I've had it on. It's ranked pretty high up there as being, there's even YouTubers that will go and say that if you don't have this watch in your collection, you're not a collector. I've mentioned this before, and I don't think they believe. You know what I'm saying? They just put an emphasis like, no, you need to have this in your collection. And that's a very bold statement. So take everything with a grain of salt, man. When you hearing stuff on YouTube, and like I would love that. The drama that goes on YouTube is crazy. I'm not going to engage with anybody on YouTube, man. It's not worth it, but if you feel some type of way about your YouTuber, even me, you can do one of these. You can swipe and keep it moving. So I want to talk about a watch that, and I want to be clear, with me consuming YouTube, In the past month, there are a few YouTubers, larger ones, that said that more collectors are coming down in size. So the bigger watches are a thing of the past. Well, I've been collecting Invicta since 2014, and they've been saying the same thing on YouTube since then. Big watches aren't going out of style. Now, this right here, I've shown this watch before, but this may be new to some. This is called the Juggernaut. It's from a company in Deep Blue, and it's out in New York. I don't know where they make it in New York, but I know it's out in New York. And this is a thick piece right here, and it will remind you, just because it is up here, an Omega Seamaster. This one has a Salida 200 in it. So you got the Swiss, and the lume on it is beautiful, man. It glows. It's like frosty blue, and I just love how it has, like, look at the hands. It's red. It's just identifying marks on there. Second hand is moving just perfect. And hold up, let me see. Yup. Pretty audible. Now you can't get this watch anymore, right? They don't make this particular one. Oh, and guess what? On the back of this bad boy has the flag. It says Deep Blue. This was a trade, and oversized crown. Look at that. That thing is huge. I like it. It fits just right, man. I enjoy wearing this watch, and when I sized it, I put it on. I said, the first word I was like, man, that's perfect. That's perfect. And then I went outside and it was sunny, and I looked at it. I was like, oh, that's really, oh man. There are some watches that I can wear that I feel that are just amazing. It fits who I am. It fits what I like to do. But the one problem, I just like keeping it honest with you. If I had the money, would I buy an Omega or would I buy a Rolex? You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys can think about this and ask yourself that question. Some of you guys, you mentioned that. John, what's up, man? What's happening? Appreciate you. Doing a comparison, like, that's one thing to love a design. And I mentioned this, and I will never shy away from this because I do have homage pieces. Case in point, I think the Submariner is a beautiful watch. I've always thought the Submariner was a beautiful watch. Hence, I got this. Like, the beauty about buying this Pro Diver, this 40 millimeter Pro Diver with a Salida 200 sapphire crystal, and the watch is just amazing because it does capture the essence of what Rolex put out. I think Rolex did a great job with it, man. Screw the marketing. I don't care nothing. Like, right now, let's take marketing off the table and look at what the watches are, the design language. The Submariner, or a dive watch, I think, is one of the most picked out watches. There's a dive watch. People have dive watches like crazy. Rolex did an amazing job. They just did an amazing job with, with that. And man, bro, like, for as many companies have copied Rolex, I mean, yeah, they got a winning design. But, like, coming back to reality, where you at? I was wearing my Casio. I was wearing one of my Casios at work yesterday because I'm like, man, dude, I was like offloading the truck, you know what I'm saying, and getting all the material and stuff out on the floor so we can get our sales and stuff up, man. And I'm like, what do I look like? I wouldn't even wear this doing it because offloading the truck, man, like, there's a possibility of banging that thing. Man, I wear a G-Shock or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, something basic. I'm not wearing my good stuff, bro. Like, I wouldn't wear this. Not to work. And granted, I'm not always doing, truck and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the floor, we training, we doing all kind of stuff, man. So I'm more in a setting to where I can wear this watch, but I'm not. Because the opportunity, like the chance of me having to do something physical, and I just don't want to damage my watch. So I think Casio would be the perfect design for that. But like, when you're off times, man, what's the best watch? Hold on, let me get to the chat real quick. Watches pass now are non-negotiable. Yeah, evening here. Sick. All right, True Rev's laughing. Godfather statement. That's right. You got to smack me in the face, bro. I had that piece and changed it for the two-tone. If I had the money for an Omega, my wife was spend it before I could. How you doing, Bob? I seen that you was I was seeing on Facebook, man, that you had like like surgery on your eye. Hope you're doing good, bro. Hope you're doing good. Hey, I got a new watch too, y'all. I got a new watch. I didn't buy it, but I do have a new watch, and I want to shout out to Kokomo, because man, your boy got a new Seiko. Look at that Seiko 5, man. Like, look at that, man. That thing is nice. I can dig that right here. I haven't sized it yet. But you know, another reason for doing this video was because I just want to touch base with what I consider to be a perfect watch and what you consider to be a perfect watch. You know, I would love for your feedback. What do you guys, if you were to recommend like a watch that you think will just fit the next person, or something that is just like a one and done, what is that watch? What is that watch? And like, what do you go about? How do you go about doing it? What is the price? What is non-negotiable with you as far as is cost? You know, I think too. If I was Bob, just going off what you said, you know, some of the watches that I do like, you know, Panerai. There's no secret. I absolutely love Panerai. You know, and I do want to get one. I'll have one at one point in my career of being whatever I am. I mean, it's not, you can't take money off the table because, like, you know, some people just, well, I can't speak for you guys. I can't go out and just drop $4,000 to $5,000 on a watch. And if I did though, like, you know, if I was in that position to buy that, I think the problem I would have, honestly, is there's so many watches that I consider to be just on point, on task of who I am and what I like to collect at a level, right? So some would say entry level. Islander. Let's talk about Islander real quick. Islander, dude, I can just go through, like, on his website alone, man. He has Herodia, second hour now. Like, dude, he has a number of watches, man. He got Phoebus, man, he got his own brand. So there's so many different watch companies that you could go over on Islander and just shop, right? And these watches aren't breaking $1,000. Some of them over, like Formex, you know, one of the watches I want, $1,500. But that's the point I want to make. Okay, let me ask, how can I ask this question? When it comes to buying a watch, have you ever purchased a watch just to get feedback from somebody else, just to be acknowledged from somebody, like a group of people, right? Have you ever, you know, like, hey, I got to get this watch because I know if I get this watch and what it is, man, everybody's gonna be like, yo, it's almost like your first day of school. When you come out, you gotta have the best outfit. You know what I'm saying? Your shoes gotta be on point. Like for example, my son just walked past. I know that when school was in, he would put his, like, the couch just sit in front of me. He would put his clothes on the couch with the shoes, almost like it was on a mannequin. He just took it off and laid it down. But you got to know that there's people that do that. There's people that do that. I mean, even let's think about this, man. If you had the opportunity, like, say for instance, somebody gave you a Vacheron, right? A 222. Let's say you just got it. You didn't buy it. Somebody gave it to you. How fast would you shoot that sucker on your wrist and post it to Instagram? How fast would you do it if you got a YouTube channel? How fast? If you've only been covering affordable timepieces, how quick would you, man? Come on. Let's be honest, man. I'm gonna be 100 with you. Let's be honest. I just want to know, man. Let me get into the chat, man. Because I just seen some new people coming here. Cataract surgery, man. Yes, man. Fast recovery, brother. My job is too rough for me to wear watches, so I keep work beaters. Yup. I feel that. I switch up all day. Started out with my Citizen 0100, then went to my Rolex Explorer 39. Rolex Explorers is a, man. I think that's probably one of the. I don't know. You guys think that it's either the Submariner or the Explorers are like most copied watch, man? Because there's alternatives to both. So many. Now wearing a G-Shock 5600 at the gym. Let's go, boy. I just got through doing a gang of push-ups too. And I was wearing this one too. I normally, man, hold up, bro. I know I had that. Maybe it's in the room. Oh no, there you go. I've been wearing the mess out of this watch lately. I haven't posted it, but I've been wearing. No, I actually did post this on Watch Crunch the other day. I've been wearing the mess out of this watch, man. Like, man, this watch is perfect for me to wear at work. And when I just feel like, man, I don't feel like putting the energy into an automatic watch, I throw this on, man, and just look at it, man, because it just takes me back to when I was a kid. And when I got this watch the first time, right, I was a preteen. I was like, yeah, man, let me get that, man. It was hanging up at it was like $10 at Walgreens, man. Like, or $7.99 or whatever it was, man. But I was like, I can't remember what the price was, but I know that this watch, this piece right here, yeah, buddy. And ain't that crazy that this watch, this one, this particular model right here, y'all see that? Y'all get a good look at it? This watch right here is talked about just as much as a Rolex. Man, look at the views, man. I promise. Go look at somebody that talked about any G-Shock or anything like that, man, at 5600. Bro, those views are crazy, man. Like a YouTuber, a small YouTuber will have a video on average. They'll have like 173 views on the video, 200 views, maybe 63 views on the videos. But as soon as they talked about that Casio, 6.9K. 38,000, bro. It's crazy. So many people resonate with that watch. So I'm calling this. I'm telling you, Casio is the perfect watch. It's the perfect storm. Yes. Yes, I know. And I'm sitting here, I'm having this argument in my head because I can recall how many people on YouTube said there's no such thing as a perfect watch. And here I am saying it's a perfect watch. It is perfect. It is. And the thing brings up like these types of emotions too, man. Like, it's not even about the specs, man. Which, spoiler alert, I got a watch company sending me a watch, man. I can't wait for this watch. I just reached out to him, man. Yeah. I can't wait for this one, man. So it's going to be very exciting for me to actually look at it in the metal or the flesh or however you want to pronounce it. However, I don't know the proper way to say it. But what's up, Vic? Definitely, you got to get the Trump watch, the red one. The fight, man. Quit playing. Not for no $600-700. Bro, quit playing, man. That man had an NH35 in an Invicta case, bro. That had fight on it, bro. Get out of here for 600 something, whatever, $700 that watch was, man. That is $100 watch, bro. That's $100 watch, man. You get out of here. Bro, you look so clear now. Oh, you got them new glasses on, man. Good. I'm glad you. What's up, Leo's in the building? Oh yeah, I saw you call earlier, man. We had a important phone call we had to take. I had to take. What's up? Where you from? North Carolina? What's happening? I got family out there. Dr. Bob's Nightmare. Calculator watch was a pretty big deal in 1983, just saying. I know, because my calculator watch, I was in the 8th grade, and my watch, Miss Long, took my watch. I didn't even see her. She was up there sitting down writing, and I'm looking. She put the math test out, and I'm like, next thing you know, she was right there, man. I'm telling you, people think that Dragon Ball Z is a myth. Bull crap, man. That woman used instant transmission because there's no way. There's no way she came from over there. I'm like 12 desks back. And I look, and I was like, it's like for this problem. And next thing she was right there on the side. Nah, I'd have heard her chair scoot back the whole nine. That woman has instant transmission. Ain't nobody gonna tell me no different. Ain't nobody gonna tell me no different. I believe that. But yeah, that calculator watch was it. Paul, what's up? I'm not big on any type of flex on my watch. More interested in the conversation the watch brings. I feel you, like with you, most definitely. Paul, you are one of the people that I absolutely love talking watches with. Absolutely love talking watches with. Man, dude, I learned so much, man. If you guys ever get a chance to meet Paul when he comes to these events and stuff like that, dude is A1, man, bro. I promise, God broke the mold with you, brother. He broke the mold. You are one of a kind. Watch, absolutely. Like just seeing you, bro. Like, man, bro. And if it weren't for you, I wouldn't have got my Travis. You know what I'm saying? Like, which is a non-negotiable watch. Hold up, where is my Travis at? Hold up. Because I feel like I got to dedicate that watch to you, bro. Like, even though it's called the Travis, man, this is the Travis Paul edition. Oh, where are you? What case did I put it in? Oh Lord, I don't know, man. It's in a case somewhere, but it is somewhere. Paul, my Paul edition. Nope, it's not in that. But I can talk about this watch as soon as I get to it. Let's see. You saw the new Timex Vintage with the what's the elastic bracelet? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I had the playable Space Invaders watch. Number Invaders. Remember those Transformers watch? Yeah, man. Hey, you can get some. They I seen them on eBay. eBay, yup. I remember those. One was a square robot and the other one was a plane, if I'm not wrong. I remember the square robot one. My buddy had one. I know you got family. Is I told my girl, hey, yeah. Hey, so let me tell you real quick. There's a soldier that when I was out in Iraq back in '08, I kept getting these reports back saying, yo, Wiley, man, you wild boy, man, them ladies going crazy over you. And I was like, what? Didn't think nothing of it, right? I kept it moving. And they come back, they was like, man, bro, this chick mad because you stood her up last night. I said, nah, hold up. What you talking about? I stood a chick up. I was like, I ain't talking to no females. I said, bro, I was on mission all night, bro. What are you talking about? Like, nah, bro, quit playing, man. You had to sneak off and do something. So this went on for months. And one day I just happened, I parked my truck, went to report, and I had some free time. So I had about 2 hours where I could nothing moving. So I went over to the lunch hall. And as I'm walking, I look and I saw this guy walking across from me. His last name Wiley, but we looking at each other and we look so much alike to where I was like, hold up, I got the same wrinkly hands, bro. And we talking, he told me his name and I told him, I was like, dude, okay, so who's your grandmother? And I said, wait a minute, who your auntie? So I had my wife actually sent my book because my cousin had our family tree. He mailed it out there. And I told him, I said, hey, when it comes out, I contact you. And we looked through, and our family, sure enough, North Carolina, bro, we all up in that thing. I didn't know, I didn't even know I had Wiley's over there. So when you sent me that, I'm like, yeah, she might be right. we might be family. House of X in the building. Number Invaders. All right, let me see. Okay, let's get back into the watch. This is what I do want to say. I do want to say this. Just for the sake of new people that's coming on this channel that see, if you're watching right now and you're the type to say, hey, I'm not, I like watches, but I don't want to spend a lot of money. I would always say, look, go over to like Aragon is a great opportunity to get a nice watch that has its own design language. This is a non-negotiable. Somebody asked for this one. I was like, I can't come off of this one right here. That squareness, that thickness, it's just something about this watch, man. I would get rid of the rest of my Aragons before I get rid of that one. I'm sorry, that's just, you know what I'm saying? It's like, nope. Absolutely not. And then because it's a paid promotion video, another watch that's non-negotiable to me is this one right here, the First. Fitting name. This is the first watch that I got. This is called the First by Kokomo Watch Company. And this watch actually has my actual serial numbers down there at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? And, I still got tape on the thing. Oh well. Yeah, you see that Kokomo, man. And I think like I saw the new version of this. They didn't tell me if I could talk about it, but just know that I like it. Kokomo. if y'all watching. I can't wait till minutes and hours. Oh, minutes and hours. But anyway, let's stay on topic. I think this is a phenomenal watch. It has an NH38, and I didn't get into it before after I talked to Skylar last week, or was it this early this week? I think it was Monday. And of course, he just celebrated anniversary. Happy anniversary to him and wifey. And pray that you guys have many more fun years and everything else. But it was one thing that I didn't mention is the movements. I understand that YouTubers that are more involved with your Cartiers, with your Rolexes, and your more high-end brands, right? They have a right to report, what they see and what they're around. That's not the issue. Some of these YouTubers started out talking about Seikos, talking about watches that range anywhere from $50 all the way to maybe $300 to $400. But now, like, the more you go, the more people you talk to, you get into those realms. I've been to Moria Jewelers. Y'all see that. And I'm going to tell you, Chopard, beautiful watch. Breitling, if you've never handled or seen or put on a Breitling, beautiful watch. If you never tried IWC, beautiful watches, man. Like, it's almost like it's so much AR coating on some of those watches too. It's almost like you can touch the dial. It's super crisp, right? And then you go over to Geo Glasssuit Original. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a beautiful watch. Omega, beautiful watch, man. The finishing, all this stuff, like, and that I can't say anything bad. Rolex, absolutely beautiful watches, man. But, like, let's be real. I've said this and I'll keep saying it. Everybody can't afford that. And that's not even in your wheelhouse sometimes, because I think it's like going to a museum. You go to a museum or even a car show. You see cars like, oh, that car's dope. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's nice. But does it really fit who you are? You may be a pickup truck person. The F-150 may be your jam, but you go out and you see the new Corvette, right? And you like the car club, the car scenes. There's people always talking about the cars with the high horsepower and all the functions and stuff like that. It's nothing wrong with liking that stuff, man. But, like, realistically, the perfect watch. And I say, and yes, I'm going to say the perfect watch doesn't always cost an arm and a leg. Your grill style, your grill watch, and we use that word loosely. We've been through the grill talk before, but, if you consider your watch a grill, who am I to argue? That's just what you call it. And it could be $100 watch. It could be an $85 watch. I heard somebody say that before. Man, I got my grill today. It was $85. Somebody be like, what? Anybody can do $85. Can they? I think it's hard for some people to kind of wrap their mind around, like, wait a minute, you just spent $85 on the watch, and you, like, bro, look, I took my family out to the steakhouse and spent $116, bro. So $85, but yeah, you just don't know what you don't know people's financial responsibilities out here. Nerd with swag. IWC Big Pilot 43 is sick. Dallas 4K HD. I promise it is. Hey, you know it. That's why I even meant, man, quit playing. 117.23 for the air guy. Move, Vic. Get out of here, bro. Oh my gosh, man. That's crazy. Riskful ignorance. What's happening? Feeling better, man. I'm glad you're feeling better, man. I'm glad you're feeling better, man. Having that COVID stuff ain't. Ugh. I'm gonna say I've shown this watch before, and I'm just so tonight I'm really going back to watches that question was asked from all the watches that I own, right? What are some of the watches? What are my go-to? What are the watches that I really gravitate towards, man? And this one is not leaving my collection. I absolutely dig this watch right here. I like this watch. It's a phenomenal piece, man. And for those that just got here, I mentioned my Deep Blue. And I think, in my humble opinion, take this for what it's worth, Deep Blue is one of the best options you can get for those that like robust dive watches. For those that's like, hey, I'm not willing to go down below 45 millimeters on a watch. And those people exist, man. Listen, Invicta's still a thing out here, man. Invicta's still out here, man. Invicta's still out here knocking them down. You know what I'm saying? So pieces like this right here, people still gravitate towards those watches, man. You know, we can't, you know, and I'm this is just me talking to YouTube, you know, some of these big YouTubers, and I know for a fact that big YouTubers are looking at some of the small YouTubers because I see the concept. And I don't know what's going on across the board with YouTube and stuff like that. I don't know if people are worried about views and stuff. And I get, you know, having the best content you possibly can, or having the best title, if you will, in order to get more views. And I'm all for it. I'm all for people projecting and people getting bigger and better, man, making a job out of this. You know, I get that. But I do appreciate the YouTubers that keep to not so much the topic, but keep to like what's real. Like, hey, look, these are watches I come across. And I can tell you, I showed this earlier, but like I like this watch. There are a number of micro brands right now, like keep in mind, who is it? Canopy. Canopy is they haven't released a watch. They have to get, what was it, 50 or 60 um pre-orders. And the last time I checked, they had 20, right? I'm considering that watch because just off the specs alone. You know, and if you want to know more about it, go over there. Like, I don't get no kickback for it, man. I'm just like passing information along. That is a watch, and I'm going to get a chance to see that thing at District Times. I am definitely going to District Times. Lord willing, let me just say that, you know, everything works out. I'll be there, and I'll get a chance to, you know, just get around some more watches and look. I think I'm not gonna say this is the year of the micro brands, but I think this is a better year than last year for micro brands. I stand on that because the venues are getting bigger. The space, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I've never been to District Times, but gotta be big because Mark, I don't think I've ever seen Mark from Long Island go to District Times. And bro, I was looking at how many, like the sponsors, the special sponsorships they have. This is going to be a huge show. And anybody that's in that area, man, District Times, like that $25 VIP thing, that's sold out. But you can, I think there's still tickets free. Tickets are free. But you know, I know they do that ticket thing so they can count how many people. So they like, and that's great that they do that instead of just having like, hey, it's free to the public, just pop up. Nah, bro, get the ticket so we can see, you know, because I think next year could possibly, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna get ahead of myself because 2025 is just getting started. Let me get into the chat. Let me see who is my interest. Now I've been more on micro brands due to the fact the originality and value beats the major brands. Also, the dials and finishes are awesome. Yeah, Paul, that's the thing too, bro. Is it's not even you know, like the word alternative. Let's stick right there for just a second. The word alternative. If you like the Ford, I'm about to say the Ford Explorer. the if you like the Rolex Explorer, um, there's alternatives to that watch, right? There's a ton of alternatives. But like, what if, let's just say for the sake of saying, what if you just said, hey, you know what? I want a watch that is comparable to this expensive watch over here. I just don't want to spend that money. Then you have the option of checking out micro brands. And let me tell you, for those that have yet to jump into micro brands, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. If there was a magazine or a book for them, I don't think a book is big enough to hold or to house the micro brand space. And if they did, like, how would you choose the micro brands? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would imagine that they would choose a micro brand or independence that has been, you know, in business more than 5 years. I'd imagine that's just me. I could be wrong, or some that got like crazy potential. You know, so you got Swiss Watch Company, you got Laurier, you got Jack Mason, bro. Like, I mean, there's so many. I'm not even gonna try to go through. It's too many. Welcome back. Thank you. Yo, yo, and hello everyone. Y'all speaking. What up, bro? T White in the building. This is Johnny's girl. Would love to find a family tree connection when you have some time. Okay, Instagram. Let's connect on Instagram. Cause I would like to know, you know what I'm saying, family. I would like to, know the rest of my family out there. Just looking at the seeing who I missed. If I missed you, man, before, man, please repost your question. Cause it's easy to get away from. Oh, wait a minute, hold up. Okay, all right, yeah, it's easy. Sometimes it's easy to get, for the chat to get away. A Smith Everest has the Explorer vibe and prominence, not the price tag though. Yeah, yeah, and I'm with that, bro. So if you go to Mark Islanders, the Mark Islanders, the Islander watch company, go on his website and go look under Herodia. Every watch in there is a homage to a Rolex in some sort, right? But I didn't know Herodia is owned by Squale. So I can tell you this. I am not really trying, like, if just going forward buying watches, I really don't want to spend over $1,000 on a watch. I just don't. There's some that I really I've been looking at, and I'm like, man, I really want that watch, man, but I just don't want to spend that bread on it, man, like that, because there's so many other things I need to do. And plus, like, my current situation, you know what I'm saying? Like, life has a way of changing your perspective in one way or another. And my perspective has been like completely like changed on some stuff, man. So where I could go and buy $2,000 to $3,000 watch, I'm like, man, I can buy a $500 watch and put $1,500 towards family emergencies or stuff like that. Yeah, life would definitely change some stuff. Let me see, what's that comment? I want to buy the ceramic Seiko case, but I heard on Temu is good price, but concern as could be fake. Thoughts? Man, that one, bro. I wouldn't. Me personally, I wouldn't even chance it, man. Cause like it also depends on what the price is. I don't, man. You know what? I think I would just stick. Me personally, I'm gonna stick to a trusted source, man. Cause I think like those Temu watches are functional, really nice, and it's easy to, like, for example, AliExpress, and that's all I feel that Temu is a part of is AliExpress. They have those watches that you can get. They can get Seiko. You can get, was it DH Gate? You can get your Rolex. They even give you the box and everything. Fake is all get out. Fake, super fake. And there's, man, I watched the channel. Oh my gosh, I watched this lady's channel. She reviewed a date just that she got. She said, I bought this from DH Gate, right? One had a Samaritan, the other one had the Datejust, the other one had a Daytona. And they paid a couple $100s. And like, hey, I got this Rolex, man, and paid little or nothing for it. When I hear that type of stuff, and it had the box, it had papers, it had the Rolex crown on it, I was like, yo, that's fake, bro. Like, how are you able to sell a fake on a website, bro? Like, I don't know. And I went over there myself, and I imagine it like, cause so how they show it is the watch is blank. There's no logos on it whatsoever. So I imagine that you have the logos and stuff added as an additional cost. And I don't know. I don't know. There's a loophole to that, but those watches are stupid fake. And that one, I don't know. I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't trust it. He said DHK is straight fugazi. Team was good for Eddie's dive or watch dive. I stay away from Seiko's or yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm like, yeah, not sure on that one. Yeah, man, life be life, and yes, sir. And Team moves are fake. Okay, hey, there you go. There you have it right there. There you have it. And the other thing too, man, is I would say personally, um chasing Seiko, man, that's great. I like Seikos, man. Don't even trip. But I think there's some companies right now that have some phenomenal bills coming out, man. Bro. And I'm gonna report back to you guys from District Times. I'm gonna report back. I'm gonna go live while I'm there. Then I'm gonna get some footage, man. I'm gonna have some sit downs with some people. I am going to get as much information as I possibly can from every watch company that I can while I'm there because I feel that we need options. That like options are important, because you may not have purchased your perfect watch or your best watch for you this year yet, but you may not know what's out there. And then you gotta look at the money that you want to spend. Case in point, glycine. So my glycines, a number of my glycines are gone. Guess what? Glycine didn't go anywhere. Oh, that Airman still got that junk. And then my combat diver with the putty dial, yeah, still got that junk. I couldn't let that one go. I could not let it go, y'all. I couldn't. I said, man, everything else can go. Even my expensive junk, stuff that I haven't even shown on here. They out. They out. Now keep this in mind. Let's do this. Before I forget, because we coming up to like I just want to do an hour. I'm going to have a couple of giveaways this year. So those people that are Invicta collectors, I have a number of brand new Invicta pieces, right? They're brand new. Now, I do have to thank a good friend of mine because he gave me this idea. He said, how about we do this? There were watches purchased on behalf of this giveaway, right? So I receive money for the watches that I have, but I still have the watches in my collection. And there's another collector that purchased the watches just so I can give them away to you guys that are Invicta collectors, right? So, and there is one of the watches is an Android. So anybody that knows about Aragon, it's an old Android. And we'll do a video where like I'm gonna have all the watches that you're gonna potentially win for like us hitting the 5,000 mark, right? So we're 900 subscribers away. That seems like an eternity for me, but YouTube is weird, man. Like, I mean, I hit 1,000 subscribers in seemed like almost overnight at one point. So this thing goes in spurts, and I don't know what it was about that. I did what video was that? That thing got a couple thousand views, and it came with subscribers, man. I was like, okay, cool, that's cool. So I appreciate you guys liking the collection. I thank you guys for admiring the collection. But my collection is based off of things that I like. So for you, you'll get an opportunity to get a watch that you may consider to be perfect or doable. You'll get to win it. Once we hit the 5,000 mark, there'll be a number of watches. The 10,000 mark, there'll be something special at that point. 20,000, and of course, somebody said I was buying 19 Rolexes when I hit 100,000. I don't know. I said one, but somebody said Trap buying 19 Rolexes. Whew, killing me, Smalls. Watch Mark from Long Island video on some fakes he bought himself just to prove a point. Yeah, I saw that. Ooh, okay, Oscar. So peep this out. Venezianico has been the topic of discussion, and I've been over there on their website. And I'm gonna tell you something. I blame Scarlett for this. Now I just want to mention something right now, because y'all know I say I speak my mind on certain things, man. And man, I watched the Venezianico reviews. I have to see this watch in person myself. Now, I did get a chance to see them when I went to Chicago, and from what I saw, handled, and of course, I didn't walk away with the watch, but I said I put that on my radar. It's one of the watches. I'm like, yeah, I really want to get this watch. Yeah, definitely want to mess with this watch at some point. Some of the reviews will have you sort of like, do you like the watch or not? They sent you to watch, and maybe do you feel that you have to kind of badmouth it a little bit just to make it seem like you're not head over heels because people are looking like, oh man, is the watch good enough for me to get, or do you think is great or no? You know what I'm saying? But like when you get a free watch, if somebody send you a watch, it's like, man, you don't want to say nothing bad about the watch. That's me personally. Unless it's absolute trash, because let me see, I didn't have this watch sent to me, but I bought a oh my gosh, what was that? Tissot, Matthew Tissot. I bought a Matthew Tissot about, was it 2 years ago? I can't speak on the rest of their watches, but I was highly pissed off. Highly pissed off. I said this watch is absolute garbage. And as old as Matthew Tissot is, and they made a watch for oh, what's his name, man? Gosh, Elvis Presley. They made a watch just for him. So they have their heritage there, but I guess once they were taken over by somebody else, another company, absolute dumpster fire, man. The homage game can be annoying. I'm like, dude, a company that has history, come out and come on, man, give us your design language. Quit copying. No, you cheating. And then you do a poor job, because the watch I bought looked like a Squale. And that thing, when I was looking at it, man, it was rough. Outside of the crown being jacked, the crown, man, I think the Incredible Hulk screwed the crown down, man. It was just jacked up. And when I finally got it out, man, it was like you could hear it rattling. I said, oh, you sent me this bull crap? Also, I sent that thing right back. I said, Matthew Tissot, you get a straight F. F minus, 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 minus. Matthew Tissot is garbage. Water Godzilla Eco Zilla. Wear that thing in good health, man. That was one of my favorite watches, man. Being honest, that was a tough one to let go. I'm being honest with you, bro. Like, I was like, but I was like, the most important thing was to get what I needed for my son. That was it. I think I kind of like the Spinnaker Picard, Chunky Monkey, Big Dome, Sapphire. Hey, that thing is massive. And it is such a unique style watch, man. Or just like, I don't know, man. It was breathtaking for me. I enjoyed it. I put it on the wrist. I said, oh, I like this. It is thick. It's thick as heck, man. And it's a showstopper, man. It's like, yo, that's a nice chunk of steel right there, bro. That sapphire, man. I like the watch, man. I like it. And then I see, I would like to have that watch, not just to wear, but to take on vacation with me and get into a swimming pool, because getting into the water and just see how magnified it is, oh my gosh, boy. It's just something about that magnification once you hit the water. Because, I hit the water with my watches. Hands down. I'm going to tell you what watch. This is an Invicta piece, but it's my Popeye. This watch looks so amazing in water. Oh, man. Popeye is like real big. You know what I'm saying? It's like he ate spinach and he grew in the watch. Amazing. Dopeness, man. I'm gonna tell you another watch. This Aragon right here, and I still haven't done a review on this one. But this is a master calendar, bro. Like this, and this is a Miyota 9100. Yep. So you got all kind of stuff going on with this watch, and it's titanium, and it wears well, and I like it. I like it, man. I just like, man. This is some watches, man. It just like when you see it on wrist, it don't matter, man. You know, and for the YouTubers, this is just my word of advice. If you're a YouTuber and you are an Aragon or an Invicta collector, and you're a collector of a watch that is not considered to be on the radar at all, popular or anything like that, and you walk into a room and you see people with Chapards and all of the fancy watches, right? All of the big brands, even if they had a Christopher Ward Bel Canto, you know, if you feel under like okay, everybody's watches in here are so much better than mine, bro, you lost. You need to get out your head, because you chose your watch for you. So it should be. right? Unless that's a watch that you bought because it was popular among the Aragon community, or it was popular among the Invicta community, or the Deep Blue, or whatever. Man, you have to wear it. You got, man, if you're ashamed of your watch, man, you don't need to wear that thing. Just like for real, man, you got to reconsider that, man. That's why that's one of the things I would like to just mention and push on here, man. I love looking at all these different reviewers. I think it's cool just seeing what's out there. But at the end of the day, when you are wearing a watch for you, the stuff, I mean, you paying for it. Like, and I can't imagine that you spending any type of money, man, just to get acknowledged by somebody else, man. Though it happens every day, honestly. Some people buy like the shoes, man. I haven't posted. You guys know I got Jordans. You know what I'm saying? But I don't post them on here to get clout or just get some type of attention. Is, you know what I'm saying? I haven't done a shoe review on my channel in years. In years. And if I had to, put a shoe up to say, hey, this shoe is dope, it'd be actually be some Vans. I think Vans comfy toes. Man, don't knock it till you try it. Anybody listening, like, you wear Vans? Yes, I wear Vans everywhere, every day. Love Vans. Dr. Bob's the Dome is insane. Where's Mr. Santana? He's probably working, or he's with his wife. Jenna's calling me from dinner. Oh, that's all good because it's an hour. We about to get up off of here. Actually having beer. Budweiser. Nasty cold right now. Nasty on the fridge, man. Bro, we got a little bit of snow dusting, and I think there's some people that's wet wrist shots. Is it after 9 o'clock? No, not 9 o'clock. Yeah, I was gonna say some Dr. Bob's. Cause y'all something else in chat, man. Don't be confused Matthew Tissot with Tissot. Nah, heck no. Matthew Tissot is garbage. Tissot is the truth. Is the truth. Good question for you now, speaking about hit the water with the watch. Man, I'm not going to the water with no leather strap on. I can tell you that. No, sir. I said I'm doing an unboxing around 5 p.m. Nah, I've been working that time. Wow, bro. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy, bro. Y'all super crazy. All right, so just to give you a little taste of what's coming up, these watches right here, these are Androids, right? These are original Androids, man, before they became Aragon. Yeah, got them things up in here, man. Here's another one right there. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. Got this on the watch box roll right here that I got next to me. I will be back with the next video you may see. Maybe a live, but like I have some other videos coming out. I'll show you guys the watches that we're going to be giving away for the 5,000 mark. And then I have a watch incoming. I do have a watch incoming from a company that, I'm doing a collaboration with, man. I can't wait to see it in person because I've just been itching to see this watch because of the dial. The dial is just, I just feel like you can get lost in it, right? So can't wait to see that one once it gets here. And then we got a couple more weeks before District Times. We'll get a chance to see who's out there. I am definitely running to Canopy. I am running to Canopy's site, or where the table that they have, so I can see that Field One in person, because I know they're gonna have it there. I think Swiss Watch Company is gonna be there. I'm not sure. But one thing that you guys don't know is you may see when you go and look and see who's coming to District Times, and even wind up, and even minutes and hours. Keep in mind, if you've never been to a fair, there are certain companies that bring watches that you can't see on the website. They are made just for those fairs. That happens. Nomadic did it at one point, and I think that, like, if you are following any of these brands, you might want to go. You might want to go. Wow, Fizzle in the building. First time here. I'm glad I found your channel. Thank you, IBG. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, man. So we good times. We talk, just you know what I'm saying, casual. Every once in a while, I have a collector come up or two, and we'll just chew the fat. But I like to bring watches that I will be up, and I'm gonna hit more jewelers at one of these points before. Watches and Wonders is coming up. So I'm going to hit Maury's Jewelers the week before they hit Watches and Wonders, so we can see what to expect. For those that are just looking, or some of you guys may want to get an IWC, or they got some pre-owned stuff too. So keep in mind, if you go into my description, I got two companies. Oh, I almost forgot. Trifecta is down there, right? So go to Trifecta, let them know that I sent you over there. Also, go to Palmer Jewelers, which is KWC, which is Kokomo Watch Company. Go to them, right? There are times that they have watches that is not on the website, especially Kokomo. Kokomo has watches that people are trying to sell locally, and there may be a watch that you're looking for, some old Omegas and stuff like that. So ask them, and then he's real good with finding those you guys that are looking for Tudor and Rolex. Mike works over at Kokomo. Hit him up. Let him know what you're looking for. He may be able to get it to you for a decent price. Okay, so that's in the description. They open tomorrow. What time they open? I think 9. I think they open at 9:00. So reach out to them 9 Eastern time. That is Eastern Standard Time. So welcome to the Trapvision collection. Yeah, man. Hey, appreciate you being here. Yeah, I appreciate you guys being here, man. And the people that's in the chat, man, super dope, man. Knowledgeable folks. Big time collectors. We talk junk, talk trash. Sometimes we talk crazy before 9:00, but 9:00 for sure, man, it goes down. Definitely goes down. But yeah, you'll see an array of watch collectors here, man. And I'm in Indiana, so I represent like some Indiana brands, man. We got Flederman, Von Reese, and Visitor are two of my favorite brands here in Indiana. I'm pretty sure we got another, or somewhere close. Was it South Bend? Yeah, so South Bend. Yeah, South Bend has their own watches too. Haven't been up there yet. We'll get up there at some point. But yeah, that's that. Appreciate you guys for watching, man. We've been on for 1 hour and 7 seconds. Make sure you hit that like button on the way out, man, and just let everybody know, let's get it. We getting back into the swing of things. Your boy is getting back on the saddle, man. A little rusty, but y'all understand. You feel me? So anyway, thank you guys. Thank you. I really appreciate all the support. Thank you for all the condolences messages and the love, the flowers. Richard Oso, Mr. Invicta, thank you so much. Thank you so much, bro. Man, that's all I can say, man. Don Juan, Alita, you guys are number one. Everybody, the whole Invicta community, the whole Aragon community, the whole watch community, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. I appreciate all of you guys, man. All the love. I feel it. My wife feels it. She thanks you guys as well. You guys are amazing. So, to the next lightning strike, your boys out of here, man. Y'all be blessed.